Dare I even tell you? Do you really want to know? Angie was suspended again on eBay. 4 times the charm this year, guys, and what am I gonna do? So obviously my sales are down for this week, but that's okay. I'm gonna have a good attitude about it and keep on chucking. Let me tell you what happened and then give you a run through of what I sold this week to pay my bills. Last week I listed a back brace. I didn't think anything of it because there were over 100 listed on eBay. Over 100. But within 10 minutes, my account said you cannot list because you have been restricted. And as soon as they said that, I knew it was the back brace. It's the only thing that I had listed that was even close to like medical. Did not know it was prescription, but it was. But the aggravating thing is they said when I called in to see if there was anything that I could do was that I was already warned about prescription drugs. Why? Because in August, CVS had sent a request to have an item taken down that had an expiration date, except for it was an item without an expiration date. If you remember that, that was like a little crazy time. And they said, don't worry, it's just a warning. It won't affect you. Lo and behold, because I had that restriction, suspension this time. But it was 3 days. It's over. We're moving past it. So thank goodness for small sales. Oh my gosh, guys, don't ever think that you can't sell items for $10 to $15 because this week will prove that they can make or break you. Last week, I only sold $1,521.49. And that was only 56 items. So I knew sales were going to be down. I was suspended for 3 days, of course. And I actually had people say, where are your items, Angie? What happened to your store? Because they couldn't locate a single item that I had listed. And the crazy thing is, guys, stay tuned because later this week, I have another fiasco that revolves around CVS expired products that are no longer listed on eBay. So you want to make sure you're subscribed so you can find out about that one. It's something you need to be aware of. But in any case, let's go ahead and look at the sales that I had this week. And I am so thankful for small sales. They saved me this week for sure. I had 56 sales and a lot of them were between like $8 and $15. So let's take a look at some of the items that sold. Hey, I will sell anything that I can make a little bit of money on, including this little Mattel's Hot Wheels. This was a Power Ranger. It sold for $9.86. They did pay shipping, thank goodness. This Norman Rockwell book I picked up for 10 cents. I'd actually picked up a bunch of books in case my daughter wanted them for her classroom. This is one she passed on, so I did sell it for $8.96. It went media mail. Not a lot of money, but I only paid 10 cents. Oh, I picked up a bunch of electronics, a couple Xbox 360s, a PlayStation 3, and a thing I'll show you at the end. I paid $30 for all of this at a yard sale. One of the items was this 360 play and charge kit. I think there's 3 items this week from that lot. I paid $30 and I well made up my money already, but this one sold for $7.95. A brow kit. I think this came like in an Ipsy box when I used to get Ipsy. It's been sitting around for a while, but it sold for $9.86. It's not even like a pencil, it's just the little tweezers and stuff. So I did sell a Mary Kay lipstick for $10.75. Now these I picked up at a thrift store that had a bunch of them. I paid 50 cents a piece for them. So $10.75 from 50 cents. And I sold a Burt's Bees. This is actually one of my mom's pickups. She ordered a bunch of products like this, and this one sold for $8.96, but that was with free shipping. I bought cat planters, gosh, last summer. I still have a few of these left, but I paid less than 50 cents a piece for them. This one sold for $11.66 and buyer paid shipping. PS3 game. This did not sell for much, but I bought a lot of games for like next to nothing. And this one sold for $9.44. That included free shipping, but y'all, I was super happy because other people had it for less, and I was happy that mine sold. Maybe because it had the manual. Here's another thing that's been sitting for a while. It's a VTech little tablet. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM in it, so comes with a little I Spy game, but it's great for kids as a first tablet. I did take a best offer of $16 on this, and buyer paid shipping. I found these mold tests at the bins. I had 2 of them. They've both now sold. This one sold for full price $13.45. And a remote. Sometimes I'll pick up remotes at yard sales, usually for 50 cents or $1. This one was 50 cents and it sold for $12.55 plus shipping. Then I sold some clothes, guys. Bread and butter clothes sell all day. I pick up most of my clothes for between 25 cents and 50 cents. Sometimes I pay as much as $2 an item, but still really low cost of goods and consistent sales. This one sold for $13.72 and pretty much all the clothes are plus shipping. I found these Earth Angels. They're cute little snowflakes all over them. This set was 25 cents and I sold it for $13.45. J. Crew drop waist shirt dress. Now this I did pay $2 at my consignment store, but I was happy with the sale, $23.70. These Cato jeans I paid $1 for and they sold for $13.45. And American Eagle jeans. American Eagle are pretty consistent with between $15 and $18 that I can sell them for, both men and women's, and these were no exception, $16.16. This Vanity Fair robe is a little bit different in the fact that they cut it off at the bottom. It's way shorter than it's supposed to be. We did say that it was a shorty robe, and it took a while to sell because it's pretty specific that you want a robe that short, but it sold for $14.36. Alpha Clothing. I had never even heard of this. I paid 25 cents for this t-shirt and it sold surprisingly for $16.16. Bras. Y'all know I like to pick up bras, even used ones. This is a Victoria's Secret bra and it sold for $9.32. Justin Bieber concert shirt. I was excited when I got this thinking it might have been worth more than this, but unfortunately it was not, but it still sold for $14. Oh, and this, I got like 4 swimsuits last week for 25 cents a piece. Love when it's end of season like that. These are vintage Maxine of Hollywood swimsuits, and within a day I sold this one for $18.50 on a best offer. This was a super nice wool hat, Green Bay Packers. It did sell for $20.66. I've had 3 different sets of these IKEA cups. This set sold for the lowest, which is fine. The other ones had plates and bowls with them, but they sold for $8.05 and I picked them up at a yard sale for 50 cents. Oh, I love these old scents that you can't get anymore. They're called Amber Rhythm and they sold for $9.86 plus shipping. I did find this at a church yard sale. It's a Cresco suede jacket. I took a best offer of $35 on this, but guys, I paid $1 for it, so I was super happy to get $35. This is something my mom picked up. It is a Zuru surprise advent calendar. So every single day in December you get to like pull out a little toy. I thought it was super cute. And it sold for $23.35. Here's another one of the parts that I got from that lot at that yard sale. This is the headset adapter. It connects to your controller and then you plug your headset into it. It sold for $20.66. Oh, this thing I've had for a while. It is just a Christmas Around the World, really pretty tree topper. It's an angel. I priced it pretty high for what it was. I think I got this February or March of last year and it just wasn't the right time for it to sell, I guess, but it did sell this week for $33. Florida Building Code. This is actually not the current building code book that you need. I think there's a new one from like 2016 or something, but if you're studying to be a contractor, it's still a really, really great reference and things don't change that much that you can supplement it. And they got a much better deal. I'm sure the book was probably hundreds of dollars if you got the new one. This one I got for $29. One of my tools I paid $1 for. Don't overlook tools, ladies, especially the ladies who we're normally like, oh, tools. Surprisingly, I sold it without a charger, but it still is running. Like it's still charged, which is pretty awesome. So it came with a working NiCad battery and it sold for $29.66. This is a big Mr. Ray and with all these little figures that ride on his back. My mom picked these up for super cheap and I've sold both of them this week. Both of them for $24.74 plus shipping. So thanks, Mom. I actually picked this up from Paul Philly Flipper for $5 on Whatnot. I was just trying to support a fellow reseller. I put it on eBay and it sold for a best offer of $15. So I made some money on that. This is a really interesting vintage clock. It is cypress wood from Florida. It has the cute little owl on it. It was only about 10 inches wide. It sold on best offer for $32. My goodness, guys, I have had this motorcycle jacket for 3 years. I was so happy when someone made me an offer of $28. I was like, yes, please, you can have it for sure. It's a super nice jacket. It has all the motorcycle pads in it and everything, but it was just a very specific item, so I needed to find the right buyer, and I'm glad I did. I found this Stiff Bear this weekend for 50 cents. It was with a bunch of other plush, and I was shocked that a Stiff Bear was in there. Someone did make me an offer of $38, and while I could probably get quite a bit more for him, I'm all about the quick sale, so heck yeah, I took an offer of $38. One of my poopin' chickens sold another one. It looks like I'm down to 2 of these, so I've already sold 5 of these. This one I sold for $28.50 plus shipping. Guys, I paid $1.99 a piece for them, and I'm so happy I decided to pick them all up. Crazy thing to sell. I normally do not pick up suits, guys, at all. I just don't have very good luck with them. But this one I did pick up from my consignment store. They had a few suits that they wanted to get rid of, even though they are only a women's consignment store. But I agreed to go ahead and take them for, I think, $5 per suit, just because they really look out for me and call me every time they have new items for clearance and things like that. So I'll take it. I was happy to take it off their hands. It did sell on a best offer of $35, so I'm thrilled. The 4 suits that I bought, this one right here pays for all of them. And then my best 2 sales of the week, this one are snowboard bindings, basically the boot attachments for skis. These sold for $49.45. I picked these up at the bins last spring, and I thought someone's gonna want these, and it's the right time of year, so somebody did. My highest sale of the week isn't that great of a sale, but I'll take it. It is this A50 Xbox headset. It's pretty nice. I listed it and it sold the very next day. Again, this is the lot that I bought of the Xbox 360s, the PlayStation, things like that, for $30. So with my best offer of $60 on this item, it paid for the entire lot. So I'm already in the profit for the rest of them. I have not listed these Xbox 360s yet. One of them is an Elite. I also have a PlayStation 4, so lots of things that I'm going to make money on, but I always like to get something up so that I can at least recoup my initial investment, and that's what I did here. So no big home runs or anything last week, but that's to be expected. Man, when you have bad luck, you have bad luck. It just is what it is. The only thing I could do is move forward, even though the sales weren't great. I am happy to get all the sales that I did. This week is already much better than last week, so I'm happy about that. But I do have an interesting story to tell you about eBay, so make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell notification because you're going to want to hear about this. And if you like my video content, you should try this video right here. It's pretty good too. Okay, get listing. I hope you're selling a bunch of items. Don't get suspended on eBay this week. We'll see you next time. Bye.